What are calming sensory building blocks, and can they help you create emotional well-being whenever you choose? In this episode, you're going to discover how to use stress-releasing sensory building blocks to create a sense of deep calm and emotional balance. Stephen Carter here, founder of Stress Solutions, LLC, and host for the Easy Stress Cures and Mindful Way Living podcasts. This episode will be shared in both shows because what you'll learn and experience is relevant for listeners of both podcasts. For information about my background and other podcasts, visit stressreliefradio.com, stressreliefradio.com, and click on the About Us tab. As I've worked with thousands of clients over more than 4 decades to release stress and create emotional well-being, I learned there is no one magic method that's going to work for everyone. For example, some people love and benefit from sitting meditation, while others can experience elevated anxiety if they spend more than a few minutes in meditative experiences. Using energy psychology methods such as emotional freedom techniques tapping have helped millions upon millions of people, but not everyone finds tapping helpful. One method I've used successfully with many clients is the application of calming sensory-based building blocks to create emotional calm and well-being. What are calming sensory building blocks, or CSBBs? They are individual proven methods for creating what's called the relaxation response, but with the CSBB system, we combine these methods to accelerate and deepen results. Rather than rely on only one method, such as, for example, breath work or tapping, meditation, or affirmations, we apply 2, 3, or perhaps more methods in sequence. Each individual method will typically have beneficial results, but when we toggle back and forth between 2 or more methods, or we apply specific methods in sequence, we can experience faster, deeper results than when we use only one method. In this episode, we'll be combining a specific type of eyes-closed meditation, auditory awareness, and somatic hand and finger connection. There are other potential CSBB combinations we could use, but for this experience, we'll be using those 3 building blocks. One thing all 3 building blocks share in common: they're grounded in sensory awareness. Dr. Jon Kabat-Zinn, creator of the mindfully based stress reduction program that has helped millions and millions of people heal physically and emotionally by teaching them to consistently live in low levels of stress, Dr. Kabat-Zinn advises us to, quote, come to your senses. Dr. Fritz Perls, the creator of Gestalt therapy, tells us to, quote, lose your mind and come to your senses. We'll be using sensory-based awareness to release stress and create a sense of calm and a sense of well-being. In a moment, I'll walk you through step-by-step the CSBB method so you can experience its calming stress release benefits. Before we create that CSBB experience, a quick notification. The information in this audio podcast, the video version of this podcast, and any written supporting documents associated with this episode, these are all shared for informational purposes only. This information is not intended to diagnose, treat, or prevent any medical, emotional, psychological, or physical condition. If you choose to listen to this episode or apply the methods and other information I'll share in this episode, you agree to take full, complete, and sole responsibility for your own medical, emotional, psychological, and or physical well-being. I recommend you always consult an appropriate licensed medical professional for any and all medical, emotional, psychological, and or physical conditions. If you agree to take full, complete, and sole responsibility for your own medical, emotional, psychological, and or physical well-being, and you would like to listen to or apply the method and information I'll be sharing, let's proceed. If you're driving or you're engaged in any other activity that requires your full attention, please return when you can safely proceed with this experience. To begin, bring awareness to your body and assess your current stress level on a 0 to 10 subjective units of distress scale. 0 being no stress at all, and 10 being as strong a stress response as you could imagine. Make note of your starting subjective units of distress level. While the CSPB method can be done sitting, standing, or laying down, to learn the basics, I suggest beginning by sitting in a comfortable chair. Sit comfortably with both feet on the floor and your non-dominant hand on an armrest or in your lap. Allow your dominant hand to hang at your side. Allow your hand to just dangle downward toward the floor with fingers and hand relaxed. Gently shake your arm to release any tension, and then just let your arm hang comfortably. We're going to begin with a stress reduction action that is ridiculously simple. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Yes, simply close your eyes. This simple action changes your brainwave patterns by reducing what are called beta brainwaves and increasing what are called alpha brainwaves. Your brain is always creating brainwaves in the various brain regions. Types of brainwaves neuroscientists measure are delta waves, which are slow waves typically associated with sleep, theta waves. Theta waves occur when you are in deep relaxation or dream states. Alpha waves. When you have a predominance of alpha waves, your brain is usually quite quiet, you're emotionally balanced, and you're physically relaxed. Beta waves. Beta waves are associated with activities you would engage in normally during the day, such as engaging in conversation, working on projects, engaging in exercise, and so forth. Finally, gamma waves. Gamma brain waves are the most recently identified brainwave patterns. There is still much research to be done on exactly what role they play in brainwave activity, and for our purposes, they are not relevant. The activities we'll be engaged in will reduce beta wave activity and increase alpha wave activity. Why? Because with increased alpha wave activity, you feel calmer, you feel more relaxed. As I mentioned, beta waves correlate with external, outward awareness. Alpha waves correlate with a deeply relaxed inward focus. Simply put, eyes open equals elevated beta waves, and engagement with the outside world. Eyes closed equals reduced beta waves and increased alpha waves, resulting in a relaxed, calm, and inward awareness and focus. If you're interested in learning more about brainwaves, I'll have resource links in the show notes. Returning to our CSBB experience, close your eyes and allow 3 or 4 comfortable breaths. Close your eyes and allow 3 or 4 comfortable breaths. Bring awareness to your eyes as you look into your eyelids. Bring awareness to your eyes as you look into your eyelids. You'll notice random arrangements of white, gray, and dark colors and shapes. You may even notice brief flashes of light. Simply bring awareness to your eyes as you look into your eyelids and be present. Simply notice. As you allow your eyes to relax beneath your eyelids, you may experience a sense of going deeper into an ever-changing patterns of light and dark. Simply notice whatever is there without judgment. There is no need to do anything. You'll likely notice the patterns are pulsating. The patterns will pulsate and change on their own. Simply be with the experience. After about 20 to 30 seconds, bring awareness to your dominant arm and hand dangling toward the floor. Isolate and bring attention to your index finger. Isolate and bring attention to your index finger. Again, there is no need to do anything but be aware. As you maintain awareness of your index finger, you'll likely notice a faint to moderate pulsing sensation in the index finger's fingertip. Just notice the pulsations, or notice whatever other sensations arise. Next, shift your attention to your middle finger and notice the fingertip of your middle finger also begins to pulsate, or you may notice some other sensation in that fingertip. Simply notice it for a few seconds and then shift attention to your ring finger. Notice the physical sensations in your ring finger. Then shift awareness to your tiny finger. And finally shift awareness to your thumb. You may notice your hand and fingers feel warmer and more alive with energy. Remember, energy flows where attention goes. Energy flows where attention goes. After allowing your awareness to cycle through your fingertips, return attention to your eyes and notice whatever patterns are there. Notice those patterns for 10, 15, or 20 seconds. Next, shift your awareness to the sounds around you. Shift your awareness, your attention, to the sounds around you. There is no effort needed. you simply notice whatever sounds are present. As you continue to listen, you may notice faint sounds you didn't originally detect. Stay present and simply notice. After about 20 to 30 seconds, bring attention again to your eyes and notice the shifting patterns as you give attention to the visual sensory signals you notice with your eyes closed. Simply notice without effort or without judgment. Stay with that experience for 20 to 30 seconds or as much time as you like. When you're ready, return to normal awareness as you gently open your eyes and look around the area where you are sitting. Finally, give a yawn, a sigh and stretch, and a final gentle deep in and out breath. As you exhale, say gently, peace. As you prepare to return to your normal activities, do another subjective units of distress 0 to 10 assessment. In all likelihood, your ending stress level is significantly reduced compared to your initial stress rating. I'll have the sequence for this CSBB method in the show notes. In summary, sit comfortably in a chair in an upright position with your non-dominant hand supported on the chair's armrest or in your lap. Allow your dominant hand to hang downward toward the floor. If you feel any tension, shake the arm gently to release any obvious physical tension. Next, turn attention to your body and assess your beginning stress level using the 0 to 10 subjective units of distress rating. After noting your beginning stress level, close your eyes, look into your eyelids. You'll notice random arrangements of white, gray, and dark colors and shapes. As you allow your eyes to relax beneath your eyelids, you may experience a sense of going deeper into an ever-changing patterns of light and dark. Simply notice whatever is there without judgment. After about 20 to 30 seconds, bring awareness to your dominant arm and hand that's dangling toward the floor. Isolate and bring attention to your index finger and notice any sensations. Cycle through the middle, ring, tiny finger, and finally the thumb. Simply notice the physical sensations in your fingertips, and you may notice your hand or fingers feel warmer. After allowing your awareness to cycle through your fingertips, return attention to your eyes and notice whatever pattern or patterns exist there. Next, bring attention to the sounds around you. Notice whatever sounds are present. As you continue to listen, you may notice faint sounds you didn't originally detect. Stay present and simply notice. After about 20 to 30 seconds, bring attention again to your eyes and notice the shifting patterns as you give attention to the visual sensory signals you notice with your eyes closed. When you're ready, return to normal awareness as you gently open your eyes and look around the area where you are seated. Give a yawn, sigh, stretch, and a final deep in and out breath As you exhale, say gently, peace. Assess your ending subjective units of distress level on the 0 to 10 scale. In all likelihood, you are going to feel much, much calmer, more relaxed, and more present. I encourage you to apply this method anytime you're feeling stressed or anytime you want to experience a deep sense of calm and well-being. I encourage you to play with variations of CSBB by rearranging the order of the building blocks or substituting other stress reduction building blocks of your choosing. If you have questions or comments about this or any other episode, or you simply would like to be in touch, email me at cartermethod@gmail.com, cartermethod@gmail.com. Subscribe or follow in your listening app of choice. That way you will never miss an episode. You can find other episodes of this and other podcasts on the website stressreliefradio.com, stressreliefradio.com. Until our next visit, your host here, Stephen Carter, wishing for you and your loved ones blessings in abundance.